a good time to
yeah.
transition into what the whole.
Well, let me grab this.
Okay, go ahead.
The slap heard around the world. You know
Yeah,
what
there
I'm
we
saying?
go. Yeah,
we
the
talk
slap
about
heard around the world.
script writing. Like when I first saw this, I thought it was fake because the slap was so cartoonish. Like the sound effect, it just sounded fake. But then I saw Will Smith's reaction, and I'm like, all right, this a little off.
Yeah.
So like, let me ask, do y'all think it was staged like at all, like for ratings or like?
No.
So as Rashad would say,
Because the Oscars don't get watched, but now everybody's talking about the Oscars now.
for those, as Rashad would say, for those who are living under a rock, who are not aware of what happened,
Give us some background.
At the Oscars, Chris Rock was doing his thing as a host, and he was looking around, improvising as all hosts do.
He
not even the host.
He wasn't a host. He was a presenter.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
He was just a
excuse me.
presenter.
Yeah,
He making a joke off the cuff.
Yeah, I thought he was a host.
He was just a presenter.
My apologies.
He was just out there,
He was
yeah.
just a presenter for the award, and like
Doing
Rashad
too
said,
much.
he was making the joke off the cusp. He was trying to improvise, and he saw Jada, Will Smith's wife, or his lady, whatever you want to call her, and he said, "Oh, Jada, G.I. Jane 2. Can't wait to see it." That's what he said. Okay.
And you want to know what's really funny? Will laughed at that.
And Will Smith
laughed at that.
Okay. Now, what happened after that is what everyone's talking about. The camera panned to Chris, and then he paused for a second, and then he was like, "Oh, come on, that was a good joke." And then, as soon as he was about to transition, Will Smith got up and he was like, "Uh-oh."
He ran down on him with a Kool-Aid smile, bro.
He walked up, you know what I'm saying, fixed his suit and tie, all professional, and hit him with the
the form was impeccable. Like, he just walked up. I mean, what did Chris think he was going to do? Give him a hug?
Bro,
what else would Will be walking up there to do?
I don't know what he was.
Because Chris Rock had his hands behind his back and was leaning forward.
He probably thought he was about to say something to him.
Nah, if Will do that, Chris going to keep making jokes.
You mean like come up and say something?
Yeah.
Nah, he's right. I feel like he probably thought he was about to like. Because it did kind of like he was about to like.
On national
yeah.
TV, the last thing in his head.
Yeah, because he leaned forward and he had his hands behind his back and he stopped. And you could tell he was not expecting that because as soon as Will slapped him, as soon as Will Smith gave him that slap, bow, he just smacked him.
Bro, I can literally watch it, bro.
As soon as
the sounds, bro. It's the sound.
As soon as he did that, yeah, because you heard the grunt from Will. He was like, he put force into that slap, bro. As soon as he did that, Chris Rock was like, oh, like he didn't know what to do. And then he was like,
wow.
He said, oh, wow.
Will Smith just slapped the shit
out of me.
All right.
Right. He was flustered.
But like that. So I mean, like, well, I feel like Will was because it's a lot to it's a. No, I mean I say, like, but it's a lot of it's a lot of shit to it.
It's a lot to break down with.
It's a lot going on with it. Like one, with the going on, like because she has alopecia, which is a form of cancer, I believe. So she already shared some time back that she shaved her hair completely because she don't want to have to see her hair go in patches.
Chris tried to say he didn't know that.
Bullshit.
About the
I'm sorry
about the alopecia.
He tried to say he didn't know.
Jada, I'm sorry. That's bullshit.
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock tried to say he didn't know she had alopecia, bro.
That's BS. But yeah, so it's like that.
I mean, well, I just want to say he honestly could have maybe not known.
How do we know and he doesn't?
Hey.
I ain't know.
See. I mean, I'm not trying to say like
3 out of 4 in this room knew.
Look,
I thought she just liked the buzz cut.
For real? Okay. Well,
I didn't know.
Look, I'll be honest, ladies and
I ain't
gentlemen.
gonna cap. I didn't even know what alopecia was. I was like, what is this?
I didn't know it was that, but and again, I didn't know exactly what she had, but
I know it was hair
not
loss.
not to sound ignorant, but I just assumed this was an ignorant moment. I just assumed she had some form of cancer because of what was going on. I didn't read into it. I didn't know about like it was alopecia until
I was about to say
the other night.
I honestly, truthfully, America, I did not know it was alopecia until that moment. I didn't.
I didn't know it was, but I knew that she had a medical condition going on.
Right.
I knew enough to know that like something wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so do y'all think that who's wrong in this situation? You think Chris Rock is wrong for making the joke,
Nobody's
or
wrong.
Will is wrong for resorting to violence?
Will's definitely not wrong.
Yeah, I was like, nobody's wrong.
What do you think, John? Go ahead.
I don't like. I hate to say it was just a nigga moment happened. Like I hate to break it down. Like, that's usually what happens.
But he didn't have to hit him. He could have yelled from his seat, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth." You know what I mean? He could have did that.
What's the fun in that? He might
What's
as
the
well.
fun? I mean, because now
He made a scene.
they talking about taking his Oscar back.
So
Yeah,
and this
I
is
know.
why I said
I
it
know.
He
kind
take
of.
the Oscar back. He's still gonna have. That's always gonna be a memory.
Bro, what's more important to him, bro? Smacking Chris Rock or winning an Oscar?
Josh, that's
I
gonna be
mean, the Oscars don't even like black people, so like,
Exactly why it's more important for him to have it.
bro, who cares?
He cares.
Come on, yeah, that's his profession. You
Bro,
know
he
what I
just
mean?
slapped him, so clearly he didn't care.
Well, okay, so
I was like, at some point he has to take accountability. He didn't,
Who,
he
Will
slapped
Smith,
him knowing he got nominated. So
well,
like, come on, bro. That's like saying you about to win an award, but you slap somebody before you get your award. You knew the consequences. So
So the only reason why I say that this goes deeper is because also I'm a believer in things that you go through in your childhood also affect how you are in your adult life. So Will Smith also had an autobiography come out about 4 months ago where he explained how he had to watch his father abuse his mother, literally like almost his entire childhood. So it got to the point where he remembered in the book. Yeah, and you know what's crazy about this? All the things I watched talk about this. It was on the show Speak for Yourself with Marcellus Wiley and Emmanuel Acho.
Yep.
And Acho was the one who broke this down and explained all this. And he said that in that book, Will spoke about how there was a moment that he struggles with even to this day in his life where he saw his father hit his mother so hard, blood came from her mouth. And he felt like that little child that couldn't do nothing, that was he wasn't able to do anything. And he was like his thing was, when he explained it and broke it down, it was like, Jada is now the next closest thing to his mother in his life as far as a woman in his life that he's going to do anything and go to full war for to protect. So that was him protecting his wife and going to the ultimate, because he felt like that kid back then, he was like, I couldn't do anything then, so I'm going to step up and do something now to protect my woman.
okay. Now that is I did not know.
Nah, they made that point at work.
Yeah, I'm about to
now
say
that
that's a valid point because, like you said, what happens in childhood that can definitely affect.
Yeah, and it's like it, and that's why when also did y'all see how what Denzel told? Well, he said
Denzel,
when he
and
was
Tyler
in the
Perry
speech.
it came up to him too.
Don't get me wrong, no disrespect to anybody, but I don't see how Tyler Perry is like.
Hey man, I'm
come
just
on,
saying what I
that's
saw.
No, you're right, but like I saw that too, and I was like, who's Tyler Perry to be the
Bradley Cooper did too.
I'm taking more respect from my boy Coop than but yeah, like when Denzel came to him and just was like, you got, and I can't remember exactly.
He said, well, what Will Smith said that Denzel told him, he was like, in your highest moment, that's when the devil tries to come for you, which is that's valid. I mean, that's
bro,
so,
what? He caused it. He self-inflicted that.
Who? Will Smith?
Yeah, bro.
I mean, Chris Rock had been talking about his family for years, bro.
I was about to say
years.
Bro,
Like this ain't the first time.
The whole world been talking about Will. So why?
No. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, I was about to say this.
Will,
a lot more
Bro,
about that.
Jada been like freaking cuckolding Will Smith
See,
the
but
last 3 years.
Will
like, come on, bro.
internalize
So
that.
I just had this conversation with some friends before I came here, real quick, and it was actually a female that actually made this point to me. The fact that was something that Jada, first of all, you got to understand, Will and Jada's relationship and their dynamic is something completely not of the norm.
Oh yeah.
Whether you want to call it an open relationship, whatever you want to deem it, they do how they act. What Jada did with August or whoever she went to go do with is something Jada went to go do and wanted to happen. What happened the other night with Chris Rock making a joke about her medical condition was not something she asked for or wanted at all. And also, this was something they were boycotting the Oscars back in 2016 because of what
Will
it was.
wasn't nominated for concussion.
So, and it's just like she's now there. She's now great, and however you want to look at it, whatever. Yeah, I understand the notion that the Oscars don't care about black people, and that's true. But like, she's there. She's doing it. Like, she's there to support her husband. She's there. Don't sit there and bring that up. You've already made a jab at her in 2016. She's going through what she's going through now. Yes, I get everyone trying to say like, oh, well, why didn't he go smack August? I was saying like. She didn't ask for Chris Rock to sit there and make a joke about her medical condition.
Bro, I'm glad you brought up the whole August thing because you can also say that like Will knew about that before we the public knew. So Will probably already made peace with it while all of us are making jokes. It's like, okay, he knew it happened. All right, move on. He knew that. They even came out and said they never were unfaithful to each other in their marriage. So for her to do that with August, Will probably did it with somebody else. But it's not public knowledge, and they're both okay with it. You know what I mean? So it's just
she presented it in a way that made her seem like that, like the alpha. Yeah, like because she kind of presented it in a way to make it seem like I did what I did and he took it. That's how that's how it was.
Because he probably did the same thing and she took it. Like,
but he didn't. I don't know this for a fact, but I don't know if he publicized it to where it was
probably
like
nah.
Bro, she went on the whole talk show talking
Table
about
Talk.
Yeah, Red Table
Bro,
Talk.
Yeah.
like I don't know. It seemed goofy, but like I put it down, nobody was in the wrong. You know, it's two men handling business. You know, people fight. It is what it is.
And that's another. I do agree with him because
Like-
that's he's right. John's right. It was just a
nigga moment.
It's just two guys having a disagreement.
But
Like
it was at the
that's all it
Oscars
is.
though, so it's not gonna be looked at.
Hey
As
man,
that.
you know?
I saw someone say this, bro. Had it been two white men, would they still have been calling it would it have been
All right,
disrespect or would it have been? No, it's true. Don't. Try,
no,
like,
I'm not
it's
trying to-
100% true though. Like it's absolutely right.
So do you think?
Had it not been two African American men that did that, this wouldn't be such. It wouldn't be like, oh, it's a disgrace. Oh, it's a disgrace.
Yeah, I hate
on now, bro.
that they did that. Do you
Come
think
on.
you think they should have like escorted Will out after he did that? Like, or you think that
No, he was
because
nominated for the
No.
best
Jada could have
actor.
accepted?
He was getting Best Actor
No,
award
Jada-
right after.
Jada could have accepted that on his behalf.
Why would she have done? Why would she have?
I'm
Come
just
on
saying that because like, what was security doing? They
Yeah,
security
it's
just
Will
let
Smith.
him
It's still Will Smith.
walk on stage, hit
They-
him,
they
and
probably
then,
didn't think-
then go back to his seat.
I don't think nobody thought Will Smith was about to slap the fire out of him.
Oh
so-
yeah. No one.
Right.
Like that was the
no one
last
expected
thing. Like you saw, LAPD was trying to press charges
Oh, Chris
against
Rock, yeah, didn't want to do that.
Like,
That,
LAPD
that's a bad look on his part if he
Yeah, he got
presses
slapped and he
charges.
pressed charges.
That,
But see-
man, he's fine, bro. His ticket price just went up from $46 to $400.
Yeah,
He's
that's it.
good. He was on world tour now.
Who, Chris Rock?
Chris Rock-
I
Chris
think
Rock is on-
his ticket skyrocketed like 60%.
I don't even think Chris
Went
Rock's
from
that
$46
funny,
to 400.
Don't say that, man.
I ain't gonna say that, but I'm.
Me
You're not
personally,
the
me
funniest.
Not the
person.
yeah.
But like
He's-
everybody hates Chris was funny, man.
man. Yeah,
Classic.
but I think that's it.
Hey, Chris Rock.
Nah, he's had some good
Yeah,
movies.
it's-
Chris
He's
Rock,
had
he's
some
funnier than Cat Williams, in my opinion. I think Cat Williams sucks, but that's just me though. But anyway, that's just not.
That's
not
an
to
interesting
him.
take.
What
Yeah,
the hell?
That's not- that's just-
you're drunk, buddy.
No. I get where Casey's coming from.
I don't think.
I get where he's coming from. I won't say I fully agree, but I
I won't.
understand.
Let me not say he sucks, but I don't think he's as funny as people make him out to
I
be.
think we can agree that Bernie Mac is top 3 of all.
King of comedy, yeah.
Oh, thank you, my
I
guy.
was
Thank you.
about to
Bernie
say.
Mac, Bernie Mac, my guy.
R.I.P.
But no, just to go back to the whole situation, like in my opinion, Chris Rock said what he said, right? He wasn't thinking about anything else other than how can I improvise in this moment. So he said what he said. Now, the question I had to other people was, if this was not Chris Rock and anybody like the example I used was Dwayne The Rock Johnson. If Dwayne The Rock Johnson said that,
Well, first of all, Will's not smacking him.
thank you. That my point.
That's
to
a good
other-
example.
Man, get
because
the people's though.
The
like,
point
you
I was
gonna
trying to
rock
make
bottom
to
him
other
off the stage.
The point I was trying to make to other people was that, in my opinion, Will Smith saw Chris Rock as low hanging fruit, right? That's what I think. I think he saw Chris Rock in that moment. He was
Bro, this was built up over time, bro. There's
so okay.
there's
So you
layers here.
So you telling
Exactly.
me? So you
There's-
telling
that's why I said this is deeper.
no? It's deeper and there's layers. That's absolutely true. So with that being said, would you say that he waited 6 years for this moment? I don't think he waited 6 years.
I think if anybody else makes that joke, he doesn't hit him.
that's the
But
point I'm trying to
I
make.
think
Like,
he's still gonna say something
Because
to
you
him.
got to think about it. When he sat down and he said what he said to keep my wife's name out your effing mouth, it's he was resorting
was-
back to 2016 when he said it on this exact same stage, the Oscars.
I don't know.
When he talked about her.
I like comedy. Like I love comedy. That's my favorite thing.
I'm glad you brought. Go ahead.
So like the whole,
I got bring up
it's
my
like
point,
it's a
too.
big slippery slope now because now we can't make you can't make fun of a bunch of stuff. A GI Jane joke, like I understand, that.
But I mean,
I know
it's gotta be a
Here,
line.
all right,
I
here's
know-
the-
I
no,
know
no,
somebody-
and here's the
I know
thing,
somebody
no.
that said, I know somebody that said they were like the joke to them. They saw. I mean,
I didn't even understand it at first.
I didn't either,
I
but-
see GI Jane.
Yeah, you never seen G.I. Jane? It's a.
Yeah.
People. I know
Not
someone.
the greatest movie. but
It's not the greatest.
Look, I know- I know
She
someone-
looks just like the lady that played
Yeah.
the girl.
I was say I know someone who actually said they took that as a compliment at first. They were like,
Yeah,
oh, okay,
he said the beautiful Jada say looking like GI Jane.
can't wait to see it. And he was
G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it.
right. And
I get that. And when
He
he
really
first
said-
said it too, I'm not gonna lie, my dumbass thought, is she about to make us? Is she doing the second one? Like
Yeah.
I thought that, but then I had to go and watch the clip, and I saw it, and I'm like, oh, nah, she ain't like that.
So and that another point that I made was the fact that Will Smith, he said the joke. Will Smith was laughing. Okay, I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if it was like John said it was a whatever moment. I don't want to say it was like him in the moment, but his initial reaction was
Bro, he was probably sauced.
he was laughing, and then he looked over
You
and
think
we.
she, you think she
probably.
said something to him? Or
We,
you,
I was about to say we saw.
no, I know for
I
a
know
fact. Did
for
you
a
see her
fact.
face?
Her
I
face
think he
was,
just looked at her face and was like, "Oh, it's go time."
That's probably all it took.
Bro,
and-
he probably was
but-
like, I'm not going home to this.
But see, exactly, and to me, it's like, Will, you can't.
Bros, I'm not going
I'm
home
not
to
going
this.
to this. No, but to me, it's
Like,
like,
you would have got nagged the whole ride home.
What?
bro. To me, it's like you can't.
What would
can't
a
sit here-
Tupac done?
Yeah, that's what everybody
Tupac
was
Tupac would have shot
Tupac
him.
would have shot him. Caught a body. No cares.
Now, Casey, go ahead. We keep interrupting.
No,
Go
no,
ahead,
like-
no, you good, you
Go
good. I just think Will Smith, man, like I said, I think he saw Chris Rock in that moment. He was like, "Oh, word, all right." Like Malik said, and you said it was built up. He was like, "All right, I'm gonna do this," and he made the split-second decision. All right, I'm gonna go up there and do something. Now, I think Chris Rock, when he made the joke, I can't sit here and say he was like, I mean, yeah, he's been picking on him for like a couple years or whatever.
No, I get no quotes about it. He has been.
I'm saying like he was talking about them at the other Oscars, but to sit here and say like Chris Rock had predetermined he was gonna and he wanted to say it in like a put her down. I think he just said it as a comedian, just making.
Do
a
you
joke.
hear what he said at the? He was like, yeah, Will Smith wasn't nominated for concussion.
You talking about at
he was
the-
great, but he
yeah.
somehow still got paid for Wild Wild West or something like that. He threw a couple jabs.
Yeah, he
at
said 20 million for Wild Wild West. That's ridiculous. But also, I just like so it's also my whole thing with it, and I'm not saying Chris Rock was in the again. I don't think he was wrong, but my thing was just like when he made the joke about Jada. Yo, he in no way was talking about her at all.
Bro, he said
He
he
was
called her
talk-
beautiful before.
I think he
don't-
realized he was wrong when he was like, "That was a good one. That was."
That's what I said.
I think that's when he
it,
realized.
it was a solid
He-
joke. It wasn't the funniest joke.
He knew it was like it could have been taken the wrong way because that's why he kind of paused.
Bro,
He didn't
that's
say
a-
anything.
Bro, that's I don't know. I like comedy. I like comedians. So like,
And
they should be able to say a freaking joke.
And
bro.
I get all right, saying I get
It
that.
wasn't
And-
even hurtful. It wasn't even a hurtful
I mean,
joke.
but to
no,
her,
hear me,
Well,
hear me,
I'm about to
here
get
it is.
How?
I get that.
Bro, you put a side by side
Listen.
picture. You like, oh wow, they do kind of look alike. They both got a military.
The
buzz
whole
cut.
concept that comedians can say what they want and they can cross the lines, I get that and I understand that. I've never agreed with it, but my thing has been, you can do that, but you also got to be ready to deal with what comes with it.
that's always
Being-
an issue for comedians.
He had to be ready to deal with what comes with that. That's all.
That was-
That's
I don't
all.
know.
So
all
are
it
we
takes,
saying- so
all it
Malik-
takes is for them to have a bad day, bro. You rub them the wrong way. You gotta be ready for the.
So let me ask.
That's I'm just like, look, because I've heard comedians talk about like I remember when the whole thing about Kevin Hart, they was like some guys was like, oh, we shouldn't joke about his marital problem. Like, okay, yeah, I get y'all can go on about a man's personal life, about his kids, about his wife, about.
I don't know.
Because people have also said, I've heard people joke about dead people, so now we can't talk about someone's wife who's
Bro.
alive. Okay, cool, you can. I'm not saying that they can't.
People make fun
But
of
just
LeBron
be
James'
ready.
hairline every day.
Just be ready.
You don't see LeBron James like.
LeBron James don't got
so-
cancer, bro.
Come on, that's not as serious, bro. His hairline is fixable.
Is it?
He can go to a hairline
No,
doctor.
he said, is it?
What we- what we about to? Yeah, Tiger did it.
Yeah, he did. That's true.
Toxic.
But I was gonna ask. So, are we saying that it's okay in the moment? Because in my opinion, bro, everyone watching, everyone in the room right now, everyone listening from wherever, you've been made fun of before, okay? And you've wanted to do something to someone that would have satisfied
But
you in that moment.
it's-
Wait, hold on. Let me finish. And then you realized in that moment, you know what? Let me just not. And however, or maybe you were just like, no, I'm gonna do it. However you handled it, that's fine. Now, in this business of comedy and entertainment that they're in, you are open for jabs. I mean, all the comedians, people get made fun of all the time. I've heard, in my personal opinion, Chris Rock say things that I would have thought would affect someone way more than what he said in the moment. But Jada felt very sensitive about that topic because obviously, as all people, not just women, all people care about their looks and especially the neck up, like making sure they're okay. Fine. But to sit here and say that like Chris Rock shouldn't have said the joke and then to say, or that he should have, whatever. But Will Smith, I don't think he was right to just walk up in the Oscars. He could have slapped him at
At this point, bro, you gotta defend your wife.
I mean, and that's
You
why I
let
said
somebody
I
talk about
I
your woman
understand
like
both
that.
sides. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I understand both sides, but the only thing I disagree with was like,
violence.
yeah, I don't think
That's
the
what I was
violence-
saying, but
yeah, I
I
think
mean,
he should have
it's-
slapped him right then and there. Like,
Y'all
come
think
on.
this moment is bigger than what Kanye did at the VMAs, or nah? With the
Well,
whole
no,
Taylor
Kanye
Swift thing?
completely disrespected Taylor Swift, or was it Taylor Swift?
Yeah, it was. Taylor
Yeah, he
Swift.
was like, as he said, I'm gonna let you have your moment, and then just said Beyonce's way better. Like, come on, I think that was different, but I don't know. I get what you're saying, Malik, about like how Chris Rock should have kind of like, he could have said, I don't know, because now we're saying,
You can't say. You can't
I was about to say
make no
now
jokes
we're saying you can only make certain jokes. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's
And-
what Dave
and
Chappelle was saying. You
in
can't
the
make
world of
jokes.
comedy, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. You know what I
And
mean?
I'm not even saying that. What do you? I'm not
Yeah,
even saying
yeah.
that you cannot say
Say
this
that.
thing whatever you want.
Right.
Say whatever you want to say.
Mhm.
Just be
Just be ready for
prepared.
it.
Like
Okay,
that's
so
it.
so the question I was gonna ask Rashad and Leek, do y'all think that it's okay. Like, let's say the next Oscars, someone says something like that. Would y'all be? Is it okay for like people to just publicly like do what Will Smith did? Like, just all right, I'm gonna just do this. Like, is that? I mean, everyone has the right to do what they want.
Okay,
But see, I don't know. It's just too complicated, man. It's really complicated. Cause
All right, like I mean, if you want to like a legit, okay, no, he shouldn't have went up there and smacked him right then and there while he was presenting. Yes, he could have handled it better. Like, yes, there's so many ways that could have went about this.
but in the moment,
But you got to also take into consideration, like what I had just said about what he was dealing with growing up as a kid.
I'm not even-
In
I'm
that
not-
moment,
I'm
it
not-
was
that-
right then in that moment. He said, "I'm not gonna let them disrespect my woman." This is the
this
closest
is in
thing
front of, this is
to.
in front of millions of people too.
I'm
Like,
not mad that
yeah.
he hit him. I'm not
mad.
I'm not mad that he
Just
hit
be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. He did what he did.
He
Yeah,
could have
I'm
went
not-
about it a different way, like Leak said. But I'm at the
I
end of the day,
wish
I'm
it
not.
would have. I wish it
I'm
would
not
have
mad
happened
that he hit him.
publicly. I mean, I wish it would have happened privately, and then the stories came out.
Oh, hell no, 'cause that was a good. Hey man, that was something to see.
No, it was. It definitely gave us a moment, and for the rest of history, we're gonna remember that as a slap heard.
I mean, like the script writers, they like I said,
What's funny, I think, and this may sound crazy, but to me, what made it so that I knew that it was real was the fact that I first saw, because I wasn't watching the Oscars at all.
Nobody
I
was.
got the
Nobody was.
notification. Yeah, I got the notification from Bleacher Report.
I
Of
know.
all
Yeah,
apps.
they had the
It
picture.
said the picture. I said,
I know. Yeah.
"Whoa,
Whoa,
what?"
yeah,
I was like,
Bro, I
"Ain't
saw-
no way." And
I
then
saw
I
that-
went. So I went to Twitter, and that's when I seen. I was like, "Oh my god!"
I saw the edited version first, right?
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
was like, when it just went silent.
Oh, yeah.
And then like all the other countries had it unedited, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, okay, this is actually happening. This is real. Like I said, bro, I thought the smack was fake because it sounded cartoonish.
And did you see this? I'm sure people gonna kill me because I don't know the lady girl's name, but the
Lupita?
shorty, yeah, Lupita.
Lupita.
You see her face? That's really what probably should have let you know, like, oh, this is real.
Oh, you talking about the actor that was behind, or
The actress,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that was behind. Will
Beyonce
Smith.
was probably thinking, y'all
The
got me out the
ghetto.
house for this.
The ghetto.
Well, she said through this. Lil Mama going on stage,
Lil
Kanye.
Mama, Kanye.
She said, "I'm
She
not."
felt
leaving.
why-
Right. I'm
why
not.
don't keep coming?
I
Like,
was like, I'm not leaving the crib no more.
but I don't know. More of the story is, they settled it. I think the beef is squashed. Keep it moving.
Will Smith, he apologized, right? He
he
apologized.
didn't wanna
It's
burn
not
up
to
the-
him.
But
Yeah.
No, he did.
No, he
Yesterday.
did on Instagram.
Yesterday.
He didn't want to. He apologized to everybody.
No. He did. He apologized.
He apologized
Yeah,
to Chris
he
yesterday.
apologized to Chris. Yeah.
Last.
When?
Yesterday.
On Instagram, yeah, he
Yesterday.
posted it. He
Oh.
posted it.
He did that. He did that joint last. Shannon Sharp kept it a buck though. Let that happen to me. Yeah. it's gonna be
You
a
smacking me in front of
misunderstanding.
Zendaya and Zoe Kravitz and walking back to your seat, boy. I'm putting you in the ground, bro. What? All the bad joints out here tonight, bro.
Bro, I was
No,
like,
sir.
I'm gonna make the black community look real sad. I'm about this going to be a moment. But
Especially in
like,
front of Chloe Bailey. It's
I don't know.
Go ahead.
I'm still taking my girl Zoe. Man, you see her Catwoman? Anyways, yeah, I think that does it for another episode of the Fourth Down Podcast. Thanks everybody for tuning in.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you for sure.
Stay safe out there.
Yep. Stay COVID free.